plugged in, Kelly? Oh, there.
Okay.
Mom got you taken care of?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, look at what's in store for today. We have these beautiful, beautiful flower garden or flower albums from Diana. And she's going to show us pictures of her flowers, which you guys, they are amazing. And then how she is keeping them in her album so we can see how she's doing it. And also the other cool thing about it is that it's going to give us a little peek at how to use the Create an Album from 49 and Market. And I'm in the middle of making one of these too. And sometimes these albums are a mystery because they're in pieces and you actually assemble them. So you start out with an album cover like so. And this is the one I'm working on right now. And Diana has used some of the landscape ones. And then you have pieces that you can put inside of them, or pages. And Diana's going to take a lot of the mystery out of that. The cool thing is you can also get the book rings, and they're calling them binder mechanisms. Diana, you're using some of those in your albums, aren't you?
Yes, I'm actually going to show how to put them in.
Oh, good. So we're going to get to see how to do that. And everything, all of the Create an Album comes in black and it comes in white. And then I guess Diana's going to show us the binder mechanism. So I do want to mention that they do have a binder punch that you can use if you want to have that on hand if you're going to be adding a lot of these rings to your albums. So that's what we got in store today. I didn't even show Diana. Here she is.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry, she's standing here in the
books
back.
are much prettier.
And oh my gosh, look at who's here.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, well, Diana, go stand with them. Penny, it's time to wish. It's time to wish a special someone. And where's Becky at?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diane. Happy birthday to you.
Today, if you haven't figured it out, today's Diane's birthday, and Diane is very special. Yes, her sandwich board. You can stand out front and wear that and wave people in, get them to come in.
Yep, that'd be me.
So today's Diane's birthday, and she has 9 candles on her sign because it's a very special birthday. It ends in 9, and we're that's all we're going to say is it ends in 9. So she'll be approaching that 5. Oh, thanks, Doug. Glad you could make it, Doug. So everyone's saying happy birthday.
Me a special drink this morning. So
she got her dragon fruit something or another from Starbucks this morning.
29 still.
29 and holding. So
we're 75. I wrote in my card.
Doesn't that make her 79?
Dawn always gave Diane a hard time about her age and who is the older sister and the younger sister.
She still is the oldest.
Okay, well she can be the oldest, that's for sure, because she's not here.
Yeah.
So anyway, Diane, happy birthday!
I got to show.
Oh yes.
Okay. So our friend
she needs
Bonnie.
Stand by her so she has your microphone.
Oh, our friend Bonnie, of course, sends the best packages. So this was all wrapped.
And look, it even has the little bees on it.
They're just so special. And then, I gotta put it together.
Diane got a nicer card from Bonnie than she did from me. I know that.
For my husband, I had got nothing except maybe a new kitchen.
She just got a new kitchen. Okay. No card, but a new kitchen.
Right,
so that's good.
So look at this beautiful card. It is gorgeous.
That's just the envelope.
Yes, this is the envelope. And she used copper instead of the gold. But look at that.
Pretty.
It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
We think that it might have the luster wax on them.
Wings?
On the wings.
So look at this card. Yeah. And it's got, 5 layers we decided.
Yeah, we were counting
and
5
there's her
layers.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 49 and graphic 45.
We think those are the graphic 45 flowers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
which I think we have, but
Nice. Yeah, isn't that just
Yeah.
gorgeous? So Bonnie, if you are watching, thank you, thank you. And then my friend Kim sent me a nice box, all nicely wrapped too. So it is really
Oh my
cool to
gosh.
get boxes that are wrapped.
it's
Like-
all in the packaging, isn't it?
Yeah, like birthday wrap or just some fun wrapping. So I'm
And
gonna have to do
Bonnie's
that from
watching,
now
and
on.
she says it was luster wax.
Oh, okay. Well, they're gorgeous, Bonnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's very sweet.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
this paper is like so special. Well, thank you.
Well, and
everybody.
happy birthday to
Thank
you,
you,
Diane,
thank
for
you.
sure.
everybody.
A lot of people don't realize, but Diane kind of keeps us all
Oh.
going here in Memory Bound.
It is a team.
For sure.
It's team. It's a
It is a
team,
team.
but led by Diane. She makes sure everything
Well,
is
thank you.
going on around here.
Okay.
Diane,
Your
thank you.
business.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hope she has a great day today. Everyone's saying happy birthday, and Bonnie says you're so welcome. Have a great day. And we're going to have a great morning, aren't we? We just had a fun kickoff. There, speaking of cards, we had so much that we showed yesterday, and thank you all for staying with us and watching. We basically just showed new product, but we did forget to show a die that had come back in stock. Diane, I'm going to have you show us this. It's Snowman Hugs, and it's from Spellbinders. And flip it over so we can see the back, so you can see all the dies. How you get the snowman, and it's called Hugs because you'll notice his arms can be folded over to make a hug. And I love that. And Rhonda made a card with it. She's already been crafting with it, and here's her card. We wanted to show that.
So cute.
It's so cute, his little nose, and he's got the little snowman that goes with him, so he's got a little pal, and it's got the candy cane. I am loving candy canes. And the other thing I want to point out about her card is the background, because I don't think I would have thought to use that soft tan background, but it does make
Perfect,
everything
yeah.
pop. So I love it, and Rhonda, thanks for making that for us to share with our customers. And then there's two other Hugs dies. There's the Gnome Hugs. So he also now, on this sample, his arms are stretched out, but you could easily fold those and he'll hug you. And here's his, and that's $29.99, and the snowman is $26.99. And he even has the little snowflakes and the hat. And Diana, you're kind of a gnome
Yeah.
kind of gal.
That's kind of, those
Very
are really cute.
And then Santa Hugs, and he comes with his little reindeer, little Rudolph. And how much is that one, Diana?
That one is $24.99.
$24.99. So Santa's 24, the gnome's 26, and the snowman's 29. So those are all from Spellbinders, and they are the Gnome Hugs, the Snowman Hugs, and Santa Hugs, and they're all in stock. And thank you, Rhonda, for the really nice card sample. Okay, one other thing before we get to flowers. We're doing flowers today, but we're kind of taking a little break here real quick. Yesterday, the Dear Santa came in from Memory Place, and we showed it, and everybody loved it, and we had lots of orders come through. And yesterday afternoon, we got the rest of the collection. So the journal cards and the ephemera are now here. And you're going to find all of this in its own category. Diana, you're the Vanna today.
I'm the Vanna.
So the
Never
ephemera
been a
is
Vanna.
$6.29 and the journal cards are $5.29. And if you go to shopping and go
They're
to
so
new, you'll see
cute.
Memory Place Dear Santa. And we are loving this. Yesterday we showed it with the Minte. There's the washi tape. Get a little
I don't
roll.
really see that. It's so little.
It's very tiny,
Yeah, it's got
but
like
it
little
looks
stamps.
it looks like little postage stamps.
Yeah, this one is.
What's that
And
one?
this one just has all kinds of Christmas figures on it, but not necessarily a stamp.
Everybody's asking if we're dumping today, Diana.
We're dumping.
Are we dumping?
We're dumping a 49
Okay.
a market. Not a very pretty dump, but
Well,
it's,
let's
you
do.
know,
Okay, we're having some suggestions, and this is an interactive video.
Uh-huh.
So why don't we take the Dear Santa, one pack of each, and let's go over to this table, and we're just going to dump it.
Oh, okay. Because these are really cute. So
So we're going
I
to
think
do a
they
little
bear-
dump here.
I think
And,
they bear dumping.
So the first one we're going to dump is the journal cards from Dear Santa. And Diana, while you get that, I'm just going to review the paper because it comes individually and it also comes in packs, the 6x6, the 8x8 and the 12x12. And
Oh,
look how
Jesus.
gorgeous this is. Dana said she loves this. And
these are
here's the cut-aparts, the 3x4 cut-aparts. I can tell you that our birthday girl has this in her pile. And then they have a sheet like this where you can cut these little
There's 4
images
different
out.
ones.
And or you can use the back. And yesterday I said I would like these for placemats. And Pat, the paper is all two-sided. So here's the plaid, and I think if you go online you can see both sides. So it's really gorgeous. And we also pointed out yesterday that this Dear Santa, if you take it with the Mente, you could probably mix these collections very easily with the Mente White Christmas. They both have kind of that same artwork. Like here's the Mente. Diana's over there. She's getting our dumps ready. Here's the Mente Ephemera.
Spread
They
'em
call
out.
them die cuts. And you can see how well they match and go with that. And Janet, thank you. She just put up a link so you could see. And, oh, here we go. Oh, you get multiples of things.
Yeah, there's 4 different ones. It looks
Okay,
like, and
and
you get
I
multiples
love that
of it.
because, and they're two-sided, everybody. So this is the journaling cards from Dear Santa. And they're all two-sided, just like their paper. Look at that cute little girl. And then this, I love the gingerbread because Doug and I lived on Gingerbread Lane for 20-some years. And then
Very
here's
cute.
the little ephemera pieces.
Yeah.
It's
They're
kind of
cute.
nice. It's very cute. And it's nice when they
Very.
vary in sizes. Because like Peggy says, when she layers, she uses a small, a medium, and a large. And this would give you that opportunity.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's our first dump of the day, Diana. And Diana's going to
Good.
dump. She's dumping later too. So it's Wednesday, hump day,
I'm
dump
just-
day.
Hump day,
And
dump
Diana, they
day.
love your shirt, and it's so appropriate
thank
for what
you.
you're doing today.
I wish my monarchs would come at home though. I guess they're another week out yet. So.
Oh, the monarchs
yeah.
are,
The migration,
Oh.
supposedly.
and then they'll come by.
I hope so.
Diana
I'm waiting for
is
it.
going to show us her flower albums, and they are beautiful. And I can tell you that you have the prettiest flowers, especially sunflowers. And she's going to show us about using the Create an Album from 49 and Market. So let's do it, Diana.
Alrighty. First of all, I just want to show the basic paper that I used in this album because we don't have this paper. This came from way back. I mean, years back. I had never used
Kind
it.
of like see what you have in your stash kind
Yeah,
of paper, but
it
you have
is.
options for people.
We do. So that's why I wanted to show. I will show some more of it, but it was called. It was called Floral Blooms, and it was a reminisce paper. Some of you may have it in your stash also.
You might. I think
But
I do.
anyway, any
Oh,
of
this
these
is-
type of
this is
papers
perfect.
would work. This one here would be perfect. This Bohemian collection. I don't know what it's called. It's a Crafter's
Bohemian,
Companion.
yep.
Yeah. But see, it's got the same types of
Kind of a
Flowery,
artsy,
yeah.
bright colors, very bright colors.
Right. But you can use any of these because you've got to realize that most of it will be covered up with your flower pictures, and so you just want to bring
So we've
some
got
of the fun through.
Reminisce Got Ink
Yep.
is a collection, or Got Art would be
Got
another
Art.
one.
And then you can just use plain bright colors in the background. I use a lot of just plain cardstock.
Well,
so,
the doodle prints, the doodlebug design
Yeah.
prints, small prints would
you
be
know,
great too.
anything that goes with your flowers that you're doing. I especially like some of these fall ones because they got a lot of the oranges, the greens. They got some of your sunflowers in them.
And
you know,
Diana,
your reds.
you kind of specialize in sunflowers, don't you,
I
Diana?
do specialize. in-
Oh, look at this one, the Ink
and
Drop
then there's
Sunset.
that one, those ink drop ones. There's several varieties.
And
of
there's
those.
the retro summer.
Yeah.
We showed that maybe yesterday or the day before,
Right,
and that would
yep.
be beautiful also. So
Yeah, so that's just some options so that you realize that what I'm using you can't use probably unless you have it, but
but
there's a
the
lot of
idea is
options
get some
out
bright
there.
paper, or get papers that you like.
And then do we want to show our watercolor?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So Katie's mom, Marlo, hope you're watching today. She actually watercolors some of my sunflowers, apparently, or I am the inspiration. My sunflowers are the
Isn't it
inspiration.
nice that you're an inspiration
Yeah.
for watercoloring?
And she sent me this one a couple of weeks ago, and oh my gosh, I just love it. I think I'm going to put it on a coaster or something so it can be out all the time. But yeah,
So
did.
she sees Diana's pictures on Facebook or whatever, because you
Yep.
post a lot of your flower pictures, and then she takes them and she paints them. She watercolors
paints
them.
them.
And
Yeah.
I'll get this up close so people can see it.
Oh yes, please.
Because look how
It
pretty that is.
just so pretty.
And I bet that's Posca pen in there.
I bet so.
We could ask Katie for sure, but I'm guessing that's Posca pen.
Yeah, I would say it is. But oh,
Very cool.
so pretty. So thank you, Marlo, if you're watching. I don't know if you are, but
Diana, there's a couple
Hopefully.
questions here about Merry Makers. And Merry Makers, we are finishing our projects or working on our projects, so we don't have a price and we don't have an exact sign-up date. It will probably be later in September. And if you're on our interested list, our plan is to send you an email. So we'll send out emails and then get those people registered, and then if you don't have an email address, then after we get those people get registered, then we'll start calling people. Or you can call us and sign up. We'll announce it here on Facebook for sure, so you won't miss out. So that's the answer to that. And Diana, I'm looking to see, they think your pictures are beautiful, got lots of people watching. So I think Cindy said it's raining in Washington. I wish it was raining
ooh,
here.
I do too.
I think we got everything answered, so I think we're ready to move on.
Okie doke. Okay, so one thing that I'm going to talk about today is we've had a lot of questions about how many pages do one of these hold, you know, what size pages, how much can you do with it. So this one I actually put in a full create an album, which this one is for the wide book and in black, and of course you can get them for the white or the standard in white
So
or black.
let me just show this real quick, Diana. So these albums, they come in tall and wide.
And
so they're
wide.
landscape and portrait, and then they come in chunky and standard. So Diana's using a chunky, which is like the one on the right. The one on the left is a standard. So in the chunky album,
So in the chunky album, you can actually use a full pack of this, and we're going to take this out and look at it. And you can use, I have 2 of the little waterfalls in here, and I have 1 big one. So,
you got a lot in that album.
so it's
Oh
all
my
in
gosh.
there. Okay, now with that, I'm going to say minus 1 page. I did have all of them in here.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is very interesting,
Very,
everyone.
very interesting. Okay, so this is the final page here that I did have in this book. It's going to the book 2 now. But it got a little bit too much for the rings. And the reason was I decided to go through and make the little protectors. Like,
Oh,
they're
the
in Elizabeth Craft ones. We don't have the ones with the flowers, but they're like
just
like
this.
just like
They're
these.
the reinforcement packs.
Yeah, so I decided to put those on each side of my pages, and you can see
And
them
they
on
look
this
cute.
one.
They look cute.
They look very cute, but
But-
you gotta realize that when you put that many pages worth in your book, it actually adds that
Look at
much
the thickness it
that
added.
thickness to it. And that was too much for at least one page, so I pulled 1 page out. It's still pretty full, but so I would suggest
you don't really think about
you
that,
don't
and those
until you get
those
done.
are close up to the rings. So
Yeah, they're very close. So that, I mean, this is all it would take. But if you don't put something like these little things on, I don't know. Where's my ruler? Because it adds quite a bit. Adds another 1/4 of an inch. Look, a good 1/4 of an inch, maybe a slightly over. So you want to remember if you're adding things like that,
that it does add
that it
thickness.
does add. Plus, I have a layer of cardstock or pretty paper on each page that it's going through also. So you've got that layer, plus your little whole things. So just kind of remember that. So this book is everything minus one page. And it happened to be one of the bigger pages that I pulled out. But so we're going to go through this. Turn this over so
Yeah,
we
that sounds
can
like a good
actually
idea.
see it. So I put the big one, the big waterfall, in the cover here. This is the big waterfall. I put it in the cover.
And Diana, it comes with the little string and the
It
little
comes with the
circle things,
string,
the
enclosure. The little enclosure. You can put it
Okay.
on wherever you want.
And how much is that?
And that is $5.99.
$5.99. And it could be used horizontal or vertical.
And it's got a lot. And I think it holds, I want to say like 14, it's got 14 pages. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then you got your backs.
Yeah, your back. And you can put, pictures anywhere. Like I got a picture here. I've got
Well,
pictures
there's
on the
lots
inside.
Lots of comments. When you open that up, I think people went, wow, because your pictures are so amazing.
And I made it so that, I'm looking at it from this angle, so my pictures all go up and down rather than,
Right, rather than
facing.
going the other way. I
but
like
you could go either way. So I've got mostly 4x6s on all these, but you could definitely put, a couple of smaller ones. Here I just cut out circle around a couple of flowers and put in that page.
Amazing.
So you could
Oh my
actually
gosh.
put more than that. So another big question with these is, well, how many pictures does one of these hold? Well, I have like 92 pictures in this one.
92. Oh my gosh.
But I could put a lot more. Like I said, if I would have put 3x4s, 2 3x4s on
Right,
each of
you
those
used
pages.
all 4x6s.
And, some of them I didn't, but on all these you could definitely put.
You know what collection I think would be really great for this? So remind me to go show it when we're done, is gardenia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're going to show
Yes.
gardenia,
Yeah.
and Janet can link Spectrum Gardenia from 49 and Market because it would be really
It would
beautiful,
be beautiful.
in here too.
Oh, well, any of the 49 and Market ones, you could do a book like this very easily. Because this is out of a 49 and Market,
That's what
the
made
very
me
first
think of
one.
it.
Yeah.
That's what made me think of it because
The
there's
butterfly
a similar
things.
paper.
Okay, so like on this page, I have 2, and they're almost 4x6s. They're, I don't know, I've cut them down a little bit, obviously.
Maybe 3x5s,
Well,
maybe.
they must
and
be
4x5.
3x5s. Yeah, they're 3x5s. So I've trimmed them down
And
a little
are
bit.
these the new rub-ons?
And those are the rub-ons.
Okay, we have the rub-ons too. if you
49
want to
and
do
Market.
those.
So obviously I got 92 pictures in here, but you could do this on every page and get a lot more in if you wanted to. Some of them I just left
like
a
you
lot
have
of
a
blank
guest
space.
that visited you,
Yeah, I
Diana.
did. We did. In the spring I had a guest visit me. So just use a lot of rub-ons and things in between my pictures, and some of these need nothing else because this one I got 3 pictures on. So, you can put a lot more pictures on than just the one picture.
Looks like some more
So,
rub-ons. And I don't know if our viewers remember, but when Darla was here, she did a similar thing, but she did every season. And Teresa did something every season looking out her kitchen window.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But I know Darla had, her plants when they were just starting to grow and then when they were
Yes,
peaked like yours are.
I have done that before too. Like this is my peony. There's the bud, and then the buds, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
as they
I
come
just
out.
want to smell those, Diana. I
I
love
know,
the smell
and
of
they
those.
did smell good too. This is the first year they've bloomed, so. So anyway, and this is one of the little ones, and there's 2 little ones in here, but this is one of the little ones, the little waterfalls. So we got that one, and again, I've put way more than one picture on most of these. Okay, so this is one of the flips.
So this comes in the page, the package.
This will come in. We'll look at that when we
And
look
Diana,
at things.
I gotta remember what that's called. Do you have that package here? Oh, here. So now she's so she's
in
using
here.
the Create an Album, and she's using the wide book pages because her book is considered wide or landscape.
Or landscape,
And I just
yeah.
want to show them the back so they can see what they get. So this is what comes with it, and this is what Diana is using in her album. And there we go.
This page actually comes as just one full page. It doesn't have any holes in it anywhere, and it would continue on up here just as one full
And
page.
it's right here. It's called the vertical fold over.
And you got a couple of
So
those.
it's kind of a trifold, really.
Yes, and so you trim it and put it however you want. This one I had flip up twice. This one actually would be in your book here, and it would flip in and
That's
flip
the
down.
page that got eliminated.
Yeah, that's my eliminate.
I don't know how you
page.
decided which one to eliminate. It would have
was
been
just
hard.
like the last page, so I just
Oh, that makes okay.
I just put
that
it,
makes sense.
Yeah, in the next book. But so you determine how to do this, and I'll show you how to do that in the pack when we get
Okay,
there.
perfect.
How you make it how you want it instead of
I think
how
I
they
would
have
love
it.
to have this album to look at in the winter time.
Yeah, it'll look pretty good, won't it? And then this one is a flip out that you add into the end of a page. So I just put it in with that page.
I like how you did that. I'm getting ideas,
I-
Diana, because I'm
and
working
again-
on a book with their new fall collection.
Oh, yes. Another flip out.
Okay, now look at this flower, everybody. I don't know what it's called, but it's like black.
It's a black petunia.
I didn't know there was such thing.
And there's only one greenhouse that I know that I don't go to that many greenhouses, but that I get them at. I've been getting them every year. You have to get them when they're there because they're very rare and they don't have very many, but I love them so. And then I just
Oh,
made
you
a
got a little
pocket on
pocket.
that one. So you can just, and there's another flip out and another pocket that I put in there. So you can see I could put another picture under there too, which
Sure.
I haven't yet. So I bet you could get a good 100 and some pictures in one of these for those who have asked about that. And then I put the other little one back here. Other little
That's the waterfall. And we had a question about waterfalls, if they come put together, and they do.
They do.
They're
These
totally
do.
assembled. And you can use them on their own. Janet has made, and Katie has made really cute little mini albums
yeah.
just with the waterfalls.
Totally.
So while you
Take
open that,
mine
Diana,
out.
I want to walk over here to show, so I can grab these rub-ons that are sewing, because she's using these a lot in her album. And they're called Stitching Essentials 01 from 49 and Market. And it's probably about a 5x7 sheet, maybe 6x8. And you get two. You get this one with the long ones. And then what's really cool is you get these hearts and the little stitch marks, and they're $5.99 for 2 sheets. And that's Stitching Essentials 01.
So anyway, here's this. This is the way it comes, and then it comes with your two little latch
So you
things,
put
whatever you
those on.
call.
So you-
put those on where
you
you
do
want
put the
to.
little-
Yeah,
You put these on, and you get 2 in a package, and then
two
and
waterfalls.
then that opens up, and it's
And
all
it opens
oh,
up.
it's all there.
And it's all there, and it's all put together for you. So really, you just put your pictures in. They've got an extra fold there to make it wider,
Okay.
so that
it's
it'll
got a little
accommodate your
spine.
pictures and all your paper. So, and then you put your latch on at the end when you get everything in it, so that you can,
And
where it's.
Diana, we have another question about the frame on the inside of your front cover, or on your front cover. Is there? Oh, maybe it's the photo frame.
Let's
Maybe
see.
it's,
I don't know what I've got to wear.
Maybe it's
Is that?
this. Is that something you cut off your
I'm sure
Cricut?
that's no. I think that was an Elizabeth Craft, but I don't.
Oh, okay. That's a die that Diana
die,
has.
but I'm not sure which
There's
exact
several in
one.
Elizabeth Crafts that have photo frame on
I don't
them.
think I brought that one with me. I brought the other ones, but
And
the letters on the front, they're the Elizabeth Craft, and they're those newer ones that she has out. 20, yeah, that one.
they're
2030.
called 2037.
Yeah.
Alphabet, numbers, and more. They're
Yeah.
kind of like not perfect. They're kind of distressed
know.
looking. I think they'd be
I
good
think
with.
it's just like one of my favorites.
It'd be good
now.
with Tim Holtz things. But Diana, can you ring the bell and we'll have somebody look for that? It's over here, up over your right shoulder. And
So-
we'll have somebody look to see if maybe we have that die. Penny, we're wondering if we have an Elizabeth Craft
It's an
die,
Elizabeth
kind of like
Craft
that looks like a
dies.
film frame.
Oh, sure.
All right, Penny's
Is
all
that-
over it.
Okay.
She's on it.
Okay, so now you've seen the book put together with all its 90-some pictures in it. I am going to dump this.
Oh yeah, we're doing another dump.
Because this is another one
stand
for
by.
another album that I'm making.
Stand by. Okay, so now we're looking at the pictures, the wide, create an album, wide book pages.
Book pages.
I said pictures, maybe, but I meant pages.
And it does say on the back what you get. And the first thing we're going to eliminate are those accordions, because I did not use them in these books, but
So are you talking about the spine hinges?
the spine hinges.
So
or
these
the-
are the spine hinges, because Diane is using the ring mechanism, she doesn't need these.
Now, if you remember
Did
when
you
I
use
had
them in
my
this
Pella
book?
in my Pella book, I used those, and they just glue into your spine, and then you glue your pages to them.
And that's what
This
I'm
is
working
books
with
they
right now,
used.
Diana, are the spine hinges. So she didn't use them here because she's using the rings. You don't use both
Yeah, you
typically.
can't- I don't think both would fit very well. I don't know. So we're not going to use those, but we're going to go through all this stuff is in my book. So this is one of the flip outs, and you can see it's already made as a flip out. It already is scored where you would hook it in to another page
Like
or
slip that
onto
under,
another page.
slip that right under your
Yeah.
decorative paper. And that's called the side flip, and here it is.
Yeah, it just, I don't remember
I
where
was
that
thinking
went.
you had a couple of those. There's one.
There's one that flips out. So it's kind of like that, and then this little piece you would glue that onto your big page.
And you've got it going
And
the other direction,
yeah,
like a Z
I
fold,
flipped it the other way. You can
which
flip
is
it
a great idea. Something
every way
different.
you want. You can flip it. So that's your little flip page. Then you have all your plain pages. So these are just the singles.
And you get 8 of those,
Yeah,
8 single
A
pages.
lot of them. They don't have any holes in them, and I'll show you how to do that with the.
So here's what those are.
Make sure I'm getting all the right ones. Okay. So those are just plain pages. Nothing, no holes, no anything in them. And truly, you probably don't want to punch holes in until you put your paper on, your cover paper onto these.
And if you're using the hinges, you glue those right onto the hinge.
Right. This is what, yeah. So you wouldn't need holes then. So we got that. This
Ooh,
is
that's a
another
fun one.
flip out page.
So I have 2 suggestions there. This one is smaller, and then this.
Okay.
Is, I think
Thank you, Penny.
The other one was an older
So
one.
we'll jump
Yeah,
in.
it might have been. an
Penny,
older
we
one.
have this one that's a smaller film strip that you could put a smaller picture in, and that's the Pocket Page Fillers 1. And then we have a really small one, which would be kind of cool. You could put different
Oh,
little
yeah,
flowers
little
or
ones in it.
words or something. And this one is the sliders, the tab 5 with sliders. I think that's a newer one.
That's
'cause
a
it's-
brand new one.
It's got
Yeah,
the camera and things like
is.
that on it.
Totally brand new. So this is just a flip out one, and as you can see there, it actually is even on both sides, which means if you were going to put it in your
Is that
book,
how you made your pocket ones?
this one is, gotta find one of those flip outs now.
We'll just get pull on it.
No, that's the flip up, not flip out. I tell you, it's hard to. Okay, here it is. One. It's actually like one
you
of
got
these.
2 of them there.
Yeah.
Is this a flip out also?
Yeah, that's a flip out also. But what I did was I cut part of this one off to make it a little bit shorter. You can cut it off just inside, here.
Just- yeah.
But you actually can't leave it like that, because when you put it on there, this one's not. It's going to interfere with your rings, the top one, because they're the same size.
Unless you want to make that into a big pocket. And then you
Yeah.
could seal the bottom and seal the side, and then you could put things in the top.
in the top, yes, you could do
There's
that.
so many different.
So
Once
many
you make one of
ways
these
you
books,
can-
I think you just learn about all the different things
All
you can
kinds
do.
of different things you can do with them.
So that one,
Okay,
you
so
got
there's
two
two of them up.
foldovers.
Right. And then these are the ones
Oh,
that
they're
we've
like-
been playing with. And you can see that the edges, they leave this one a little bit longer, but it's not long enough to put your 2 holes in and still have not
Right,
have
be
these
able to do
interfere. So you've got to cut them off. So even if you want your holes down here, then you can trim off even that one and trim it clear up. And so
And you get 2 of those. I call it the tri-fold. They call it the vertical fold over. So I don't know.
yeah, and really what I do is I just, you got to determine where your holes are going to be, but they're going to be pretty close to the edge here. And then if you want this one to have the holes so it flops down, then you would just come up from wherever. I would just draw a line and just trim that piece out of there.
So then it can fold. The other thing
Right,
is
so
that
those will flip down and fold
I've
over
also
it.
seen this piece shown attached to one of the covers. So you would attach this to the cover, and then these just flip over each other. And so on your cover, you would have it like that.
Right. You wouldn't have to worry about your rings and things.
Yeah, if you weren't, there's just so many different ways to use
Yeah,
things.
and I think that's why they don't put holes in them, because then you can do what you want with
Well,
it.
it's called Create an Album, so you
So
can create it
that's
your
what
own
you're
way
doing,
for
is
sure.
you're creating an album.
So, Diana, I just want to
So-
walk over here real quick because we had a question about how much it costs, your album. And she's using the chunky. She's using this album as her base. And this album's $5.99, and she's using the chunky style. So that's $5.99. You could also use the standard if you wanted to, and that's also $5.99. And then her waterfall, she used 2 of these little waterfalls, and they are $8 or $7.99. And then she used her wide book pages, and I thought these were $7.99 also. And then she also used a large waterfall. You could get just these wide book pages, and you could fill your chunky one, or you could use part of them for a standard album, and you would have enough. So for what's that, 6 and 8, $14, you would have enough to do an album.
Yeah.
Diana's got her bonus pieces here, so $5.99 add $5.99 for the big waterfall, and then you can add $7.99 for the 2 small waterfalls, and then you'd have everything that Diana has. And you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not really doing the math in my head. So jot those prices down. I can't do that and do this at the same time, but they're very affordable and they're very fun because once you make one, you just see so many ideas. I've learned things today from Diana and her book.
Yeah, so this one, I just only have pictures in my waterfall right now, but I have
So you're
1,000
working on this
pictures at
one?
home. So this one I've just put together, and I've just covered all my bases.
Oh, wait,
of-
what's this? Oh, this is the little
That's that fold out.
fold out. Okay,
So
you-
it'll fold out. So I still have,
Side
of
flip.
course, pictures. Well, then I have way too many pictures to even fill that one. And so I'm going to make
Diana
one.
has lots of pictures.
Oh my gosh, too many. So then what I'm going to do on this third book, and this is the one I'll show you a couple of things on. This one I'm going to put pictures that have my birds, because now my goldfinches and little red finches and
Well,
doves and everything are coming to eat. So I've been getting pictures of them. The bees are just,
That looks like the
A ton of
Elizabeth
them.
Crafts bee and Elizabeth Crafts bird.
yes, these are both.
We might not have those in stock.
Yeah, I don't think
know
we
if
have them
you-
in stock,
But
but
we
that's the
can
ones
order them if
that
you
it
want to
is.
do the same thing that Diana did. That's not a problem.
And the butterfly is also, it's off of this one, but this is a much older one. I don't know that we have this anymore either. Number 1868. It's this butterfly, because I'm praying my monarchs are about ready to come. So.
And thank you, Janet. She just listed all the things you used in your album.
Oh,
so.
good. Yeah. Okay, so this one I'm just starting.
Oh, this one's fresh.
This one's a fresh one, and so this is my front cover. I've already put that down. These like the front cover inside, you can just do that with your normal tape, normal glue, whatever you want to use. On the other side, on your back side though, where your your rings are
Okay.
going to go, you need to reinforce a little bit.
And
So-
this is tricky, Diana, because people want to put their rings here.
right, and you can't.
They do
yeah,
not put their.
they
All
do-
your pages are going to kind of flop if you do that. If you want to put them on the back.
Yep, you've got to put them on the back
That was
side.
very tricky for us when those first came out.
I know. And I think even Diane tried once putting one just a little offset from this one so you'd have a front and a back. And I don't know if she ever ended up doing
don't think we
anything
got
with
that to
that or
work.
if we just, yeah. So I would just put one on the back, put your waterfalls on your front, whatever you want to do. So anyway, with these, you want to find your dead center, and then you have your little punch, which there we go. It's got a little lock on it. So already I have put a mark. You can see my little black mark. That's the center of my punch right there. And
You could use this punch for other mini albums if you're doing book rings. And the thing about it is your holes are always perfect, whereas I know right now I use my Crop-A-Dile and I make little marks, but things gradually get off.
anyway, the punch is what you're going to use to punch your pages, your holes in your pages.
And it's $23.99 for the punch.
Right.
From $49 in Market.
So what I do with this back cover to reinforce on this side where our rings are going to go here is I put some score tape.
That looks like 1 inch score tape.
Yeah, and that's just, I just grab that. You could grab wider, you could put a little bit narrower if you wanted.
Becky's here. Hi, Here's Becky. If you want to see Becky, a lot of you talk to her on the phone. She's got her special, what do we call that? Britney Spears, her headset.
My Brittany,
so she
hang on a
can,
minute, Kelly.
yeah. Can we help you find something?
Kelly's asking about all the stuff she's using to make this book. Do we have a list of it all, or
For just the actual basic book
is it
things?
just for the basic book, Kelly, or for everything that
She's
goes in?
actually talking to Kelly in
Kelly
person
on
and
there.
Kelly on the phone. Diana could probably grab.
What's
Diana, does
Does
she
she-
want white or black?
that? Oh yeah, okay.
And Diana will
White or
grab
black?
it for her.
Black chunky.
Do you want to
Okay,
get
the
what
black
she needs?
chunky
And
is
she-
right here.
Here we are. We're helping a customer live.
Live.
So
okay,
Diana's
that's that.
helping her, and while
And
she
then-
does that,
And you wanted to do
I'll
the
talk about
horizontal,
tomorrow
correct?
because tomorrow is we're back to
Landscape,
doing some
like
Halloween
landscape.
things.
Okay,
And
so
Maggie
here's
is
the
going to be
wide
here.
pages. That's
And
that
I
whole
don't
set
have
of
her
book pages.
project
I
out
use
here.
the big waterfall.
I think it's
And
up in the
two
front.
small.
Two small ones. Okay.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
well, no, just
Would you
one
mind, Penny?
package. It's got
I'm
two
kind
in
of at a loss right
it.
now.
And then these. If she
It's
wants
the one up on the top glass shelf. Tomorrow Maggie is back, and we're back doing Halloween. We're going to be doing a lot of Halloween, guys,
punch the hole in the
because we have a lot of Halloween fans here.
I'm
That's
going
why we're
to.
doing Scary Makers.
Yeah, I did use
And
it.
the project that she's showing tomorrow, Penny just went to get it. Diana will be right back. Thank you, Penny. We got the best people here. Okay, so tomorrow Maggie is launching this, and if you are a Tim Holtz fan at all and you love the Maker's Makes, then this is one you can do yourself because Maggie has it all in a kit. Look at the pages in this book, and you get the book, guys. So you get the book. You're going to get 2 of these little boxes, vignette boxes from Tim. She's going to show you how to do a lot of this stuff. And that's what's coming up tomorrow. And like I said, it's all in a kit. It's called the Haunted Halloween Book Vignette Kit, all designed by our very own Maggie. And what a nice piece to put out for Halloween, a centerpiece. So anyway, that is what we're doing tomorrow. So I was trying to fill time, Diana, while you were
That's okay.
busy.
I'm measuring, so that's good.
All right, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't have to cut it. Or I probably would cut it wrong. Okay, so I've taken my
Took your score tape
score
backing
tape
off.
backing off. And again, you want to put glue over the top of it so you can maneuver it a little bit. But we need to also either glue or tape this down. You could do this with your regular tape runner on this side, but you definitely want. And
Okay, Diana's using the glue press.
Well, I just hope I'm not out of glue because no.
Because
it's
she's
still
used it all weekend
I've been
long.
using it.
Diana took it home on Friday, was it? And used it all weekend?
Yes, I have been using it.
So
using
look
it,
how-
and I didn't even think to check the bottle of glue to see if I was.
So I would say you must like it. So what do you
I do.
like about it rather than just using a bottle of glue? What makes
well,
it
it can
different?
sit in there for I'm one that walks off and leaves my glue on.
Oh, like
capped.
Maggie. Maggie was just telling somebody. Mm-hmm. So
I do
it
that all the
sits in this
time.
little stand, and seriously, we have one here at Memory Bound on our front counter for you to try. So come in and try it.
I'm going to.
That little pink, like little rubber stopper. And ours here at Memory Bound has been sitting
It
out for a week and a
sits right
half, and
there.
it is not clogged. The tip is fine. It just sits right in there,
And just
and
because
then
I
it's
like
good.
to be.
And it comes with 2 tips. Diana's got the fine tip, which is great for little things, and it also comes with a little bit bigger, a bigger fine tip, a fine tip, and a bigger fine tip.
and a fine.
And you get a whole bottle of Nouveau glue that comes with it, and then an empty bottle to put in whatever you want to put in. So Diane's got a little bit of
Okay,
everything
so I
on the
put
back of
glue
that.
over the top of that so that we can put it down, maneuver it a little bit, get it
Diana
down
likes
where-
another Diana H says she likes hers too. And sometimes my you guys are getting to that age, sometimes my thumbs get a little sore and squeezing glue bottles, and I think this is a real help for that.
I do think that glue bottle's about empty though.
Diana's is about
But
gone.
I know
for-
where I have more.
and we know why.
And you know I have more at home.
And I would say that here in the store, probably 3 or 4 out of 5 people that try it end up taking one home with them. So, and I wish I had one. I was working on a book like this the other night with 49 and Market, a kit that we have that's coming out for fall. And I didn't have my glue press yet, and I kept having to close up my bottle of my fine tip glue because I don't like to leave it open. And I'm thinking, wow, what a drag.
Yeah.
Because
It is, I'm
if I
trying
had
to
my glue
remember.
press, I just set it in there.
Okay, so we're ready to put our rings on, and I have put a little mark at the center of my page near the spine because I'm going to put a mark on this one also, on this also, so we get them all lined up halfway in the center. And these are 4, so we can put a little mark at 2.
So, okay, so you're centering it, and Diana
Right.
Connie loves her glue press also.
Yes.
So I'm really
do
glad you
too.
are showing how to do this because this is a mystery to a lot of people. And Diane put
Well-
some together, and we do have samples here of some albums put together. And now we're seeing
Mm-hmm.
it in action.
And
This
it
is
comes
action,
with the little
Diana.
glue strips, and boy, I'm not telling you, these must be score tape too because
Are they strong?
they're very strong. And I don't know why it comes with 4 of them because I don't know why you'd even take them
So
off.
Diana, before you do that, can you show us, it looks like these sides are not the same.
They're not the
Which one
same.
do you put towards the center then?
So you put the flat side toward the center and the bump side that opens up toward your back.
Okay,
That's how you would want it, like that.
all right.
I had to look at that again, but that's how you want it. So, and then you just put this little piece of tape right on this flat back.
And that comes with your rings.
That
I'm
comes
calling
with
them rings.
the
I know they
rings.
call them
Yes.
a binder mechanism. And this is what Diana's using. And you get 2 in a pack, and they come in white or black, and they're $7.99 for 2.
And I'm not sure again why they give you 4 strips of these.
Oh,
I don't know why.
maybe it's a
You know,
bonus
It only
in
takes.
case you.
I mean, I
mess
haven't had any
up.
trouble with just the one on mine, and I've messed with that book a lot. So then you just peel it off and you just put it there. You don't want to get in where the bend's at, but just back just
So stay
a
back
hair.
from the score line
Yeah,
of the book.
and press them down, and it's that easy. And you've got it done. Now you can go ahead and put your front on, cover, whatever you want to do. And your little rings just work like that.
Very cute, very fun. Makes it
So,
really easy. Okay, and we have a question about putting the rings on the spine, and that's
yeah,
we
don't
talked
do
about that a little bit. That's what you tend to want to do, and
supposedly doesn't work. We have not tried that because
Yeah,
that's not where they're really
according to
supposed to go.
49 and Market, they go on the back cover. I know it sounds weird, but if you look at this album and you close it up, if your things are on the spine, they're gonna
Yeah, I think your
they're not
pages will
they're
flop.
not gonna
and-
they're gonna flop and it's not gonna close smoothly. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yeah, because I think, you'll have them all smoothed out here, and then you can just close your cover over
Well,
it.
and Diana, how are the We Are Memory Keepers albums? Are they on the spine or are they on the back?
They're on the back.
So I think it's just
But
how they are.
They're a little bit different.
It's hard
type,
to
too.
it's hard to describe. If it was here and we tried it, then when you go to close, things are going to slide. Like your pages are going to be here. So when you go to close it, then this has to kind of slide over. Whereas if it's already on the back, it just stays there. I don't know
Yeah.
if that explains it very well,
I
guys,
know. But yeah.
we try.
So anyway, that's how you put your little rings on, or how.
If anyone has
we
put
are
it on the
taught.
spine, then let us know how it worked.
Yeah,
I
tell
don't
us how
think
it
it probably
works,
worked
because-
good, but
I know.
then maybe we can describe it a little better with better words.
So now this one is a narrow one, so I'm thinking it's probably not going to take this many pages. But again, I won't have that many pictures for this one. So
What they do with these packs, they give you enough to do the wide album. I'm sorry, the chunky.
the chunky one.
So you
yeah.
get 2 of these spine hinges. You only need 1 spine hinge for a regular size thickness of album.
Right,
If
if you're
you're doing
using
the
that.
chunky, then you need them both, and you'll be able to use more of your pages. With the standard, Diana's going to have extras.
Yeah, and I may be able to use most of the pages out of this pack, but just not put my waterfalls in or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just I'm going to have to. Yeah,
She'll figure it out, and
Do
hopefully you'll bring
something.
it back and show us.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll get my butterfly pictures.
She'll get her butterfly pictures and her birds. Diana has some amazing
birds. I
finch
have
pictures
a lot
that,
of bird pictures.
and you just take them with your iPhone, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Got
And
all my pictures with that.
one other thing to mention, if you do kind of like to do your own thing, 49 and Market also has their really heavy cardstock that they make their albums out of, and 110 pound, and you can get 12 by 12 pack of 20 sheets in black, and we also have the 12 by 12 110 pound in white. Or if you just want heavy cardstock, we do have this 110 pound in the 12 by 12s, and sometimes it's hard to find the 12 by 12 in the 110 pound. We do have some 8.5 by 11 white packs from Hero Arts. So that is beautiful. Diana, thank you. A huge thank you.
welcome.
I got to stand back because Diana and her shirt and all of her her albums, and it says a lot about your beautiful personality too. And if you're friends with Diana on Facebook, you get to see all these gorgeous pictures that she takes. And if you're really good friends, you get to go to her house and be on her party deck. So thanks for joining us,
party deck.
everybody. Thank you, Diana. It's a beautiful, beautiful demo today. And we are in kind of sunflower season. And
Yep, it's
and,
the height of it. They're actually going away a little bit. So
starting to fade.
starting to fade.
And a happy birthday to Diane today for her birthday.
Yes.
And thanks everyone for watching us. Like we mentioned, Maggie will be here tomorrow, and she will be launching a Halloween kit that if you like Halloween and you like Tim Holtz, be here tomorrow morning at 9:30, or if you're not live, be here later. And this morning at 11 o'clock, we are launching the Tim Holtz Christmas Sizzix dies and embossing folders. Diana, it's all going on. Fall, Halloween, Christmas. And Tim has so many things. His Ranger release is also on its way to Memory Bound, and we'll have that soon. So anyway, we'll see you back here in, I don't know, half an hour. We're going to be back in a half hour. We better get busy. Thanks, everybody.
mess
Thanks,
cleaned up.
Diana. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you soon.